In this video, we are going to be looking at how we can create and save templates for printing passport photograph in Adobe Photoshop. This is Twisted Creative. Alaribeman is my name. It's your first time on this channel. Please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. This is the model we are going to be using. Let's go to File, New. We are going to change the preset details. Then this name, we are going to change it to passport templates. In this drop down, you need to pick inches. We are going to be using this card for printing. So this is a 4x6 card, 4x6. But based on the fact that we'll be working on landscape orientation, which is like this, we are going to be seeing this area as the 6 and this is going to be 4. So this is going to be the height and this is going to be the width. So this is the width. Now we are going to be using 6 as the width, 4 as the height, because we have it like this. This is 4 and this is 6. But if we are going to be using portrait orientation, this is going to be 4 and this is going to be 6. That's where you see 4x6. On this landscape orientation, this should be 6x4, 6x4. So 6 here at the width, then the height 4, then the resolution should be 600. No, it's not too much. So I know what you are thinking. It's not too much. We are going to be, because it's just a little sheet of paper. It's a very small size. It's not going to stress your system. So what you are going to do, this 600 is okay. Then this RGB color is okay. Then you can use white background if you wish. You can use other background, but we are going to be printing on white so as to trim it out from the paper. So what we are going to be doing, the next things does not really matter. Then you hit create. This is the 6x4 landscape orientation. Then we have to place this image into this 4x6 card. So what we have to do now is to make sure this image fits in directly without resizing of any kind. So how can we go about making this? Like, as you can see, we will need something like 8. If you should start spreading this now without resizing, that means it's never going to contain 8 of these faces. So what are we going to do now? We are going to reduce the resolution of this passport. We are going to crop this passport to make sure it fits into one normal standard passport size and it's going to fit on this sheet. So let's go by let's crop this passport to see if it's going to fit in our page that we want to create. So this is it. This is the passport, and if you pick the crop tool, you notice you have 3.5. You are going to be using, if you type in 3, you press full stop, that is the point, then you add 5, that is 3.5. the next one, which is going to be the height, we also need 4.5 because standard passport size is 3.5 by 4.5. So we are going to put in 4.5 here to make sure it's standard passport size. Then 230 as the resolution, 230, not 600 this time, because we use 600. As you can see, this is inches. We have 4.5 inches out of 6 inches, so it seems too big for that. So we are going to use the resolution to reduce the size to match the other document we are taking it to. So let's put it 230 as the resolution, 230 as the resolution, then can hit OK. Then after hitting OK, you see that, notice that the passport is being reduced to a particular size. Then let's take it again and drop it there. Wow, look at what we have now. Though it may be appearing too small, but it's not. Let's remove these big ones and see how the small one's going to work. So this is a small one. Let's see if it is going to fit in perfectly inside this box. We are going to use our Ctrl J to duplicate. we are going to be using our Ctrl J to duplicate. We have one already, so we are going to duplicate 7 extras to make it 8. So we have to hold our control down, then push our J 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have, if you take a look at here, we have 7 extras added to it. Then we need to start creating space in between them, arranging them, thereby creating space. Before you start arranging, make sure you go to View and Snap is checked. Then go to Guide, Snap to Guides, and make sure Guide is also checked. Then you can start moving it around. We are seeing a very tiny red line across the 2 images. Okay, you can see that it is snapping into different sizes. Let's choose this one as guide. Then we'll pick another one. Then it's going to be measuring this other line. It's going to be measuring this space and this space. Photoshop is going to be doing that automatically. So if I move this now, you're going to see that Photoshop is telling you we are using 71.0. Then we leave it there, then pick another one and do the same 71.0. Then you leave those ones that way, they are properly arranged. Then if you check up and down, it snaps to the same line. So that is an advantage. So we have to bring it down this time, like 2 times the space, then 2 times the space and leave it there. Then we'll pick another one and follow the guide. It's going to be showing you that reddish or pink line around them to show you that the guide is in place. So after doing that, you are done. So leave it like this. Then the next thing you do is to try to figure out the center of this document. For you to know the center, you have to unlock this white background that is here. Then you can see we have a dot here, we have here. This is center in between the 6. Then this is the center in between the 4. The height here, this is the center of the height, and this is the center of the width. So what are we going to use this guide for? We are going to make sure we have a ruler on the center so that we know that this is the center of this stuff. So we have to pick a line. If you don't have this line, you see where these numbers are. If you don't have these lines on your Photoshop, these measurements here that we are seeing here, if you don't have it, use your Control arrow to bring it, because we are using it. So you have to drag it to this spot, the middle of that box. You see the box we are talking about, this box. Let's zoom in and see it very well. So you have to place it in the middle of this box, this small square here, so you know that you are on the center. Then you have to bring from this side to put on the center here. Then we can now know the center of this job. Let's take the first one here, hold our shift and select the other one so that we have the passport photograph selected. Then we can move it around. As we can move it around now, we have to look for the center, so which is this line. Then the center is also this line, so we have to place it on the center, which is like this. You can also use your arrow button to nudge up or down to make sure it fits perfectly to the center. Then we have it on the center. Now the next thing we do is for us to use our ruler to guide each and every one of these to make sure they are in position. And secondly, we can keep using that space. So we have to drag these rulers to arrange. Let's make use of the availables first. So this is the ruler. You can put this one first. Let's zoom in. You can zoom in as much as you can to make it more visible. So we believe that this is okay. And we can also bring from the top here and place here. Then bring from the top again and place here. Then we'll move to the next one. Bring from the side, left side, and place on here. Move from there again and place here. If you zoom in more, you notice that we still have some space here. Then to even talk about this, we still have space here. I have to bring it down a bit. It's okay. Then go for the next one. So we'll go to the next one and bring from here and drop here. Bring again from here and drop it here. So bring again from here and drop, and so on. So we are done with this middle. Let's go to the top and place. We have one on the top already, so let's go to the bottom and place on the bottom. Since there is one already at the bottom, and I think we are good to go with this like this, then I think we are done with the arrangement. Let's do away with the unused ones. We use this one as a center. It can be there. Let's remove this one. This is unused one. Then I think we are done. Okay, there are still some here unused. Yeah, okay, this is. So I think we are done here with this. Like this, we believe that we'll have a template that we are going to be using in printing our passport photograph always. You can just save this with the image. You can still not save with the image if you wish. You can remove all the image. Like, let's put this in a group. Let's click on the first one on top, then hold our shift to click on the last one. Then use our Ctrl G to place them in a group. Then we can disable and enable. Disable and enable. Okay, let's say if we save this in as Photoshop PSD and we can use it for printing later. Let's just assume this is not here. Then let's go to this other image and see, this is not a passport anyway. It's not a passport photograph, but let's just take it for instance. For instance, if this is a passport photograph, maybe this is a new passport photograph. The only thing we have to do is to balance your color and do everything you want to do. Then go to your crop and make sure you have it by 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Then you can reposition. After repositioning your passport, make sure your resolution is 230 so that it's going to match your template, which is 600 resolution. So mind you, there is difference between these two resolutions. It's not 600 and 600. We have 230 for the image. Then we have the template at 600 resolution. So let's go on the image, and after repositioning, then we just hit enter. Then we have it cropped to that 3.5 by 4.5, which is 3.5 like this at the width, then the 4.5 at the height. Then we'll take our move tool and take it to the next page and drop it here. That is just it. As you can see, it can just fit in here like this. All you have to do just to create copies like 7 to add to this. That's hold your control and click it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you start placing them in the box. It's going to snap automatically into the box. That's what makes it very easy and useful. So this is it. You can just reposition, and here we go. That is just the job you are going to do. You don't need to start doing everything again. This is what you are going to be doing always. Okay, let's put all this in a group and use Ctrl G to place them in a group. Then you can see, so if I put off this one now, you notice I will have empty space. Then if I put on the other one, you see, it's just it. That is just it. That is just it. Let's say, okay, let's just save. We can save without these things. We can save without these groups. Then just save it empty. All you have to do, just go to your, it's either you save as or you can save because you've not saved before. Just save as. Make sure you are saving on your computer. Then you just choose a location for that. Let's say desktop. Let's say on desktop. Then it has a name already. we've given it a name. You know, remember when we named this is passport template, then you are going to be leaving it on PSD, PDD, PSDT. So you are going to be leaving it on Photoshop PSD. Then you click save and make sure you know where you are saving it to. Just hit save and I think it's going to save. It's a small document. It's not going to complain that it's too large. So if you go to, let's go to the desktop now and see. We have the desktop here. Then you see we have it passport template. Then if I delete this thing, if I close this thing up now, if I close it up, if I go to that stuff now, so you can see we have passport template here. It's just for me to drag and drop it here. Then you have it. You can just delete all this. You don't even need them again. You can delete them. You don't need them because you have it like this. All you need is just go and crop with 230 resolution. Then your standard passport size 3.5 by 4.5 standard passport size, and you are good to go. This is it. Just your cropping should be 3.5, 4.5, 230 resolution, and your template should be 600 resolution. Your template should be 600 resolution, so as you are not going to make mistakes. It's going to be like this. I believe that is it for today. If you find it interesting, helpful and useful, please hit that like button, and also leave a comment below telling us where it has helped, the area it has not, and the area we need to improve on. Like I said earlier, if you are new on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people will keep on creating. Please stay creative. Continue creating. See you in the next video. Bye for now.